So the list methods. Okay. You already learned about how to append, insert, remove, and then we can learn what is index, what is count, what is sort, reverse. Okay. You already know about extend. So let's look at some examples. So we have the numbers 1, 2, 3. Okay, last time we learned that extend, it means we want to put more elements, and those elements will be in the list. And if we are just using append, it means we are just adding one element. If we want to remove, okay, let's say I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I remove 5, it means I will remove the element which is the object 5. And then let's say I want to input 999 in the index 3. Then the result will be in the index 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, there will be a new number 999. And then I want to check what is the index of 999. Then it will show the index which is number 3. And then if I want to know how many elements of 0, so it means return the number of item X appears in the list. So if it is only 1, then it will show 1. If there are 2, then it will show 2. Sort. It means I would like to sort from the small number to higher number. This is the built-in function in the list. Pop. It means I want to expel, I want to remove the last element. Pop 1, it means I want to remove and return the element in index 1. So you can look at the examples here. So the first is 1, 2, 3 plus 4, 5, 6. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we have append. So we have only one new element. Then this 7. We have remove. So I want to remove the element or the object equals to 5. I want to insert in the index 3. So it is 0, 1, 2, 3. And the new object is 999. And then I want to know what is the index of 999. It is 3. I want to know how many 0. It is 0 because we don't have any 0 in the list. If I want to sort, it means I want to make the element from the smallest to the highest. So we can easily from 1 until 999. And means I want to get the last element. The last element is 999. If I want to pop the element at the index 1, the index 1 is 2. So after you pop, you can check again, print numbers. And after to pop again, you can print the numbers. So after you pop, then the element will be deleted. After you pop the index 1, then the number also is deleted. Okay. What about if I want to do the reverse? Numbers dot reverse. And this will be it will be from the last element or the this is the last element. It becomes the first element. This is the first element and it becomes the last element. So the sort will be in the different order. So we call it this is reverse. So you can look at this one. Okay. I give the explanation on the right section so you can learn more about this. So there's a problem about Lotto numbers. So I'm not sure if you already know about this Lotto. Okay. But let's say you want to play this Lotto and you want to have like 10 numbers. So each ticket has 10 unique numbers ranging from 1 until 99. So let's say you buy a lot of tickets and you like to have your tickets to cover all numbers from 1 to 99. So it means you will buy like 100 tickets and those tickets contain number from 1 until 99. Write a program that reads the ticket number from a file. Maybe I will not use file. Okay. I will just use the input and checks whether all numbers are covered. Assume that the last number is 0. So I will do the Lotto number. You can look at this example. So I can check whether the number was already covered or not by giving 99 multiplied by false. Do you know what does it mean? We want to make false for 99 items. So if you want to see this one, okay, let's say I will just make 9. Okay. Then if I print is covered, so the result will be false for 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if I have 99, it means I will have 99 items and all of them are false. And then end of the input is false. Now I have another way for the while. So yeah, in the assignment 2, many of you use while true. Okay. Last time I teach you while true. This is okay. Okay. But we can learn another kind of while, which is while not. While not, it is like the opposite. So if I want to get this is false. Okay. So if it is, if I want to get this is false, then this should be true. If I put this one false, then it will be true. Not false, it is true. So when it is not false, then it will be looping. So I would like to enter the line with the numbers separated by space. Okay, I will teach you what is the mean split. Okay, so you already know split. We want to split the number based on the space. And then I would like to put all the items into this list. And I want to check each of those number. If the number in the list is not, if it is equal 0, then let's make it true. So if it is true, then finish the loop. If it is not true, then we will cover the number -1, it is true. So if all covered equals to true, you will do. If the number is not in the cover, then all cover will be false. The final one, if all cover means that the tickets cover all numbers. If not, then it means the tickets don't cover all numbers. The program will end when the input is 0. So let me try. Okay. I do not use 99 because it is too much. Let me use 9. So I will run. Enter a line of numbers separated by space. So maybe I will input 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So every number which is separated by space will be inserted into this item. So we need to enter another number. Okay, you can enter. Let's say I have until 11, and then I will stop with 0. So if the input is 0, the program will be stopped. This one is false because this is error because we have only the list until 9. Okay. Now let's see. If I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0. Oh, still this one is. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 0. Okay, so the tickets don't cover all numbers. So it means, yeah, I have only a few numbers on this notebook. So it means this one, it will show whether the numbers is already covered for every numbers that you bought. If everything is covered, if some numbers are covered, then you will get the logo. If the numbers are not covered, maybe some of them are false, some of them are false, but in the lotto there will be some kind of numbers random. If it is covered, then you can get the price. So it means your numbers, your tickets do not cover with the numbers. When we want to copy a list, it means you need to duplicate. You want to get a new variable, and those variables will be also a list of that list. So you need to duplicate a list or a part of a list. In such case, you could attempt to use the assignment statement, which is equal sign. So if I have list 2 equal to list 1, so it is just copy. So we want to copy. So we have the list 1, we have list 2, and then if list 2 equal to list 1, then everything that you do in the list 1, it will be affected to the list 2. So for example, this one. I can make this list apple, banana, and cherry. So I have my list equals to this list. Is it possible? I want to print my list and I want to print this list. The result is 6. Okay. Now, let me check. If I change this list, I need to append something. Maybe I put melon. Okay. Now I want to print those two. What happened? So I only add this list, but my list also have the additional melon. Okay. This is what we call as the copy list. Okay. When you just copy a list with the assignment statement. Whenever you change this my list, whenever you change this list, then it will affect to my list because you use the equal statement. Now, let me change the method to copy. I will not use the equal sign, but I use dot copy. Dot copy. Okay. The other structure is the same, but the only difference is how I copy. Will it be different or will it be the same? So the result is different. Okay. So when you copy with this method, it means you will make a new, totally brand new variable. Okay. It will not be the same with this list. So you put this copy, it means you want to copy only the element, but not the variable. The other way to copy this list is using the method list. You can use list as a class, and I want to copy all the element of this list into my list, and it will be also a list. So let me check with the same structure. Will it be the same result? So the copy list with this method will show the same result. But if you copy with the equal sign, it will be different. Okay, please understand this one. You can join two lists. So if you want to join the two lists, let's say I have list 1, which is A, B, C, and then I have list 2, which is 1, 2, 3. So I can make a new list. List 3 equals to list 1 plus list 2. So I can just add like what we usually did in the arithmetic. Oh, this one. Okay, thank you. Okay. So we have like the common extent. Okay, so we have list 1 plus list 2. So this is just like extent. And you can do with another way to join. For example, yeah, you can see from this one, I can use for loop. What is the for loop? For every element in the list 2, I would like to append it into the list 1. Okay. For every element in the list 2, I want to append the element into the list 1. So you can have the print list 1. Or I can use extend. So I do not use this for loop, but I can use the list 1 extend list 2. So the result is the same. Okay. So the same problem, you can have different solutions. So that's why I really disappointed when I look at your solution in the assignment 2. Now, we have another kind of problems when we use list, especially if the list is in the parameter. So if the list is in the parameter, then we should pay attention how we can do it. We have print list, and then this is the list. And for every element in the LST, which is here, print element. So I have the list, this one. I can put the list as the variable name, or I can use a list in the parameter. So let's say if I want to I have def print list LST, and then I want to for any element in the LST, so I want to print E. Okay, I want to print the list, print list 1. Okay, so I can print A, B, C. Now, if I want to print this one, so the parameter is not a variable, but the parameter itself is a list. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. So you can have the ABC. Okay. Python use pass by value to pass the arguments to a function. So there are important difference between passing the values of variables, numbers, and string, and passing the list. So you know that some objects is immutable and some objects are changeable. So if it is a list, you can change. But some objects later there might be limitation to change the element. So if it is a list, okay, for an argument of a number or a string, the original value of the number and string outside the function is not changed, because numbers and strings are immutable. So I will show you later with the examples. If we have the changeable objects, then for an argument of list, the value of the argument is a reference to a list. This reference value is passed to the function. Semantically, it can be best described as pass by sharing. That is, the list in the function is the same as the list being passed. So if you change the list in the function, you will see the change outside the function. So let's see with example. Let me copy this. So I have two functions, main and function m. The main function, it shows x equal to 1 and then y is a list. So this is a number. So a number is immutable. What is immutable? It is not changeable. List is changeable. Now, I want to call m, and m contains two parameters. The first parameter is x, it will go to this number, and y, it goes to numbers. Okay. Now, when you check this one, what is x? X is 1. What is y? Y is a list, 1, 2, 3. So when I go to this one, now let me define a new variable, number. Number equals 1001. Numbers index 0 equals to 5555. After I finish with this, I will go back to this. Print x. What is x? X, is it 1 or is it 1001? 1. Okay, this is 1. Print y index 0. Y index 0. Y index 0, is it 1 or 5555? 5555. Why? This is what we call as the reference. Whenever you do with the list, then whenever you do with the list, it means the list is a changeable object, and you will go to the reference instead of the number set. So the reference means the position of index 0. So if you run this, so x will be the same, 1, because it is not changeable. So y in index 0 will be changed to 555, even though it is not in the same function, but it will change. So I have another kind of how we can define with the default arguments. So I have the function add, and then I have one parameter which is x, and then I have another parameter which is list. And then list in here, I want to make a default value which is emptiness. If not x in LSD, then LSD append x and then return LSD. Now, I will show you one by one. I want to add something. I want to add a value 1. But actually, there are two parameters. The last time in the learning check, you have this problem. If there are two parameters, it means you have to provide two values, 1 and 2. But in this case, I will just provide only one value. Okay, I get 1 without error. Why? Because I make this parameter with a default value. Even though I don't give anything here, Python knows that the default value is emptiness. So you don't need to give any value, and Python will just put it as emptiness. Now let's see the second one. I want to add 2. What is this one? When I add 2, the list 1 has been in this reference, and then when I add 2, the list 2 become the addition of the list 1. Now I will add another list, list 3. So when I have list 3, I have another list. So I do not use the default list. And let me check. So the 3 will be added to the list that I give this one. So 11, 12, 13, 14, and I'm adding 3 at the end because I use the append. Now I have another list. I call the method add, and then I will do again. The result will be 1, 2, and 4. So the original list will be keep updating according to this add for 3 times. And this refers to the original list or the default list here. But this one, you have another list. So they consider this is as another reference. So we can do the list with the parameters. We can do list with some function like this one, and we can return a list from a function. So let's say I want to reverse this list. Okay. So I want to reverse the list. Okay. And then the result will be empty for any E in the list. So result will be insert the 0 in the E. Okay. And then I will return the list. Now I have list 1. It is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I have list 2. It will be reverse of the list 1. Okay. I can print list 2. So we have the reverse from the list 1. The reverse function is this one. After I do this, I can get the result, and the result is a list, and this list will be printed here. Okay, so the last one is about the counting occurrence of each letter. If you look at the example here in the random character, okay, the random character is the same with the one that we learned before. We can create the random character, and then I want to check the count letters. So I want to know how many letters are available in that random characters. Last time we used the very easy code, but now I'm using a function. So this is the function. I think you can look at this one. This is the same with the previous one. So we have the random characters, and then we can calculate. Okay, there are 3 of A, there are 3 of B, there are 6 of C, there are 3 of D, and so on, based on the characters that we created randomly. Okay, I guess I need to stop here.